Language is a system of communication, which it can be in verbal or in nonverbal ways. Speaking is example of verbal, and writing and body language or gesture are the example of nonverbal. Language is made up of words and as well as the specific dialects, tones, and pronunciation. Philippine has 8 major dialects, including Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Ilonggo, Bicolano, Waray, Kapampangan, and Pangansenense. All of these parts of language are shaped by culture. One of the most important aspects of every culture is language. It is how individual interact with one another and develop relationship and foster a sense of community. For instance, you have a friend, then suddenly she asks you, what language is spoken in the Philippines? And you reply, Tagalog or Filipino. They are both same. This type of behavior indicates that some of Filipinos are unaware of the differences between Tagalog and Filipino. Filipino and Tagalog are the major language used in the Philippines. So when it comes to the Filipino and Tagalog language, there's a lot of confusion. Many people even wonder if Filipino and Tagalog are the same language, but they are not. They are just related. So what is their differences? Let's start with Tagalog. Tagalog is a native language in Metro Manila, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, and some part of Central Luzon. Tagalog was declared as the first official language of the Philippines. It was written using the Baybayin alphabet in the time of early Filipino. It consists of 20 letters while missing some letters like C and F and the other letter that we know. However, it have unique letters like NG, N, and O. I will give you some example. Araw, sun. Also, bear, buwan, moon, natakan. We can see Tagalog word was not directly translated in English, unlike Filipino language. So let's proceed to Filipino. According to Article 14, Section 6, the national language of the Philippines is Filipino. Filipino has evolved from Tagalog. That's why we can encounter in some words from Tagalog. Filipino alphabet has 28 letters, including the letters C, J, K, X, and Z. That does not include in Tagalog language. So to better understand what is Filipino language, here are the few examples. Driver, driver, computer, computer, radyo, radio, edukasyon, education. As I mentioned earlier, English is directly translated by letters in Filipino. To sum it up, since Tagalog is a pure language, there are no words that had been borrowed from other language. However, Spanish, English, and Tagalog words are borrowed in Filipino language. For example, department in English, kagawaran in Tagalog, and departamento in Filipino.